Hi guys, it's Alicia Edwards. I'm here with the queen herself. Now, a rumor around the locker room is that you have an issue.
Do I look like I have an issue? I'm the only queen here. The true queen. The only African woman wrestler. Like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Nobody looks like me. Nobody will ever look like me. So get Maria because I need some...
Me?
You want me? Exactly. I was looking for
I see your frustration. I understand. Can really see this bothers you. So, since there's a Queen Bee and a Queen Aminata, how about we settle things the right way? How about we have a match? Whoever wins gets to be the queen of women's wrestling.
You know what? I'm all in.
I'm excited. I'm sure Maria's excited. And you guys will be excited to watch this one.
This fairy tale sucks. Why didn't you give me trust? Trust. Seven sins. Which one will pull me in? Is there no way I can win? 7 sins. 2, 3, 4.
To women's wrestling army.
One of the most decorated managers in professional wrestling, Amy Rose, which can only signal one thing, the arrival of Max the Impaler.
If there is a more intimidating human being on the face of this earth than Max the Impaler, I'd like to know who they are.
I certainly would too,
And with the Diamond Diva, Amy Rose, by their side, there may not be a more formidable duo anywhere in wrestling today.
absolutely right.
And Layla Lennox. Layla Lennox looks like the mouse that they're about to drop into the cage with the rattlesnake.
Oh yeah, Layla Lennox. 4 years in the sport, pro wrestler from the Mid-Atlantic territory, brings out this androgynous.
Well, I hope she enjoyed the 4 years that she
geez.
had, because there may not be much more.
Layla bringing that androgynous rock star vibe to the party, but I now staring down. Oh, business-like handshake. No. Oh no.
Oh!
Clubbing blow from Max the Impaler.
Amy Rose with the handshake. Thought, we're going to see a little good sportsmanship here, and Max having none of it. One of the scariest human beings on the face of the earth making their debut, and it's already been announced 4 weeks from tonight it will be Max the Impaler and Lufisto.
A huge clash of titans here at Women's Wrestling Army, that
And
long-awaited matchup.
hopefully whatever local medical institution Layla Lennox ends up in has cable and streaming services available. They'll be able to watch that matchup, because I don't know that they're going to be out of the hospital within 4 weeks from the look on the face of the non-binary nightmare.
Yeah, staring daggers at anyone in their path. Max the Impaler, yeah, it's just such an
Oh, there's the
imposing
bell,
figure.
by the way.
Oh, geez, and now we have a matchup.
Referee asked Layla if they wanted to continue, so credit where credit's due. This kid showing some heart, but maybe more guts than brains.
Could very well be Layla Lennox trying to throw some forearm shots at the non-binary nightmare. A drop kick that barely staggers Max the Impaler. One more for good measure. It is a...
Yeah, that's just making Max mad.
And you don't want to make Max mad. Able able
Big
to
swing.
duck those shots. The full body press of Max the Impaler, taking Layla Lennox off their feet.
And we saw Max the Impaler back in the Ring of Honor Championship tournament. Did not lose in that tournament by pinfall or submission. They were disqualified in their one loss that exited them from the tournament. But I believe even that was part of some diabolical plan of Amy Rose's.
Certainly never pinned or submitted was Max the Impaler.
LuFisto was supposed to be a part of that tournament, but we saw LuFisto on Beyond the Bell say, I'm not afraid of Max. LuFisto's been around for 2 decades. There's not much that LuFisto hasn't seen, and she's been in there with a who's who. I don't know if she has ever been in the ring with anyone like Max.
Yeah, Max certainly brings just a new set of challenges, both the physical and mental game of the non-binary nightmare. So imposing,
And
so chilling.
Making it look easy here. As the fans telling Lennox to stay down, but no quitting this kid. You gotta give her credit. But Max is just absolutely dominant.
Throwing Lennox around, whipping them like a rag doll. It's almost like Max wants to play with their food.
That reverse bear hug just destroying the rib cage.
Oh, but able to get some slight offense is Lennox.
Yeah, but still can't get Max off their feet.
And all they've done is buy themselves a little bit more time in this matchup.
Maybe just bought themselves a little more punishment.
They bought a one-way ticket to the wasteland, courtesy of Max the Impaler. Oh, no.
Oh, a hellacious clothesline from Max.
Max now wrenching back.
Oh, no.
I don't like where this is going. For Layla Lennox.
Oh, curb stomp.
For face-first collision. Max the Impaler seems to be enjoying this violence, this damage.
I don't think anybody's enjoying it more than Amy Rose at ringside. Oh, what a forearm. Crossface.
At what point is enough enough?
Yeah, referee needs to keep an eye on this one.
Now, up on the shoulder of Max. Welcome to the wasteland. Max. Clubbing blows to the spine of Layla Lennox. And that's it, they're calling it out.
Winning this match by referee stoppage, Max the Impaler.
Did you notice that, Lenny? Taking their cue from Amy Rose, the handler, the manager, the whatever you want to call it, of Max. Certainly had a hand in how things ended for Layla Lennox.
Well, Amy has handled some rather interesting personalities during the course of her managerial career. I don't know that anyone has been as interesting as Max, and Amy wants the mic.
Women's Wrestling Army, you just witnessed the beautiful destruction of Max the Impaler. But 4 weeks from now, we're ready for war. The match that everyone's been waiting for. Max the Impaler versus LuFisto. And Lou, I just want to say, we are so honored to be the ones to finally put you into retirement. Nos vemos pronto.
Strong words from Amy Rose for LuFisto. We'll see that one in 4 weeks. Max the Impaler and LuFisto I can't wait for that one, but I also can't wait for our main event tonight. Queen Aminata versus Queen Bee for the right to retain the use of the name Queen.
It is certainly going to get regal here in the main event at Women's Wrestling Army.
Tonight, in the ring, I'm going to be facing Tootie Lynn Ramsey. I don't know much about her. I have never met her before. In fact, we're going to meet in that ring tonight. But my best foot, la creme de la creme, is going to be stepped forward. And who knows? Maybe we'll shake hands by the end of the match. Maybe we'll go get some of that deep dish pizza because I'm off season right now. Or maybe she'll take that ass whooping seriously, personally. Either way, I'm down for the game. Let's go.
My name is Tootie Lynn, aka the Little Blue Dragon, representing Team Ambition from St. Louis, Missouri. What I'm gonna do to my opponent, she gonna feel all these kicks.
La creme de la creme makes her way to Women's Wrestling Army.
This match is representing
Ashley D'Amboise, such an impressive, I don't even want to say just competitor, but an athlete. This is someone who has been a professional dancer, a competitive bodybuilder, and also carries herself incredibly well in the ring. Very excited to see her Women's Wrestling Army debut right here. Ashley D'Amboise set to contend with the indomitable spirit of Tootie Lynn Ramsey. The Little Blue Dragon, someone that shows an incredible fighting spirit, someone who does everything it takes to achieve her goals, and someone who has already achieved some incredible goals in her career so far.
Wow, and someone who's learning at the feet of one of the very best to ever do it in former Ring of Honor World Champion Davey Richards. And she has been making waves all over the Midwest. We've seen her, kind of showing up.
Worked actually was a hand pick for working with NWA as part of the all women's pay-per-view Empower by none other than Mickie James herself. Okay, I took 1 year of French and that's beyond me.
Well, that's 2 more than I took.
Fair enough.
My knowledge of French stops at fries.
But Tootie Lynn finding her way out of this rear waist lock by Ashley D'Amboise. D'Amboise, who made her pro wrestling debut on AEW Dark.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive of a stage to get your start on.
Trial by fire for sure, and now Tootie Lynn Ramsey.
And you got Tootie Lynn wearing the Jacksonville Jaguars colors.
Tootie Lynn Ramsey showing that heart. Now, whip reverse, big arm drag from Ramsey. And another to follow up, bearing down all that pressure on the shoulder of D'Amboise.
But I think this is a good test for both women. You've got 2 athletes that are both at the early stages of their career, really have yet to break out on the big stage, and that's exactly what Women's Wrestling Army was brought here to do. Give opportunities to young athletes to test and prove themselves, and we're seeing another opportunity here for one of these women, to maybe get on the map a little bit bigger than they are currently, and the first degree black belt is going to town in the corner.
And actually, Ashley D'Amboise, her father was a black belt as well, and actually discouraged his daughter from training. Oh, but a cover from Tootie Lynn.
Well, Papa D'Amboise may be watching this later on and may have wished that he got young Ashley into the martial arts a little bit earlier in her life and maybe avoided the dance and kind of got her into the MMA side of the family.
Great instincts does D'Amboise show. To get head first into the turnbuckle for Tootie Lynn. You know, people always say, oh, this is wrestling, it's not ballet, but ballet can be brutal.
Absolutely, a lot of injuries in ballet. Apparently, Ashley's dad has never seen Black Swan. Hopefully, he doesn't watch that anytime soon. But the confidence oozing out of this young woman on display here, and I think that is probably one of Ashley's biggest attributes in the ring is her confidence.
But she's up against someone that I think when her feet are to the flame, knows how to deliver. That's when you can really count on that fighting spirit of Tootie Lynn to really show itself. Oh no, what a...
Very cocky.
Yeah.
There's a fine line between confidence and cockiness. And Ashley finds a way to stomp all over it on a regular basis.
More like pirouetting. Big slam from D'Amboise. The Tootie Lynn, the little blue dragon, still showing that heart, that fight.
Down across the lower back and a big smile on the face.
Ashley D'Amboise is very proud of herself.
Most Quebecois are.
Wow, like absolutely patronizing D'Amboise. But Tootie Lynn finding some glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I don't know that Ashley wants to trade with Tootie. That may be a mistake.
Lynn whipped into the corner, but goes up and over.
Missed that clothesline attempt though, and here comes Ashley connecting.
Ashley D'Amboise now whips Tootie into the corner. Tootie Lynn gets a boot up.
And I think it's interesting cross body, but Ashley rolls through into a cover. She's got the tights.
Oh!
Only two. As they rolled all the way through. Almost stole one here.
Dangerously close. Definitely taking the ire of Tootie Lynn. Oh, swift kick right to the chest. But now caught up by D'Amboise. Oh, spine first into the corner.
Oh, missed the stop though.
Oh, that could have been devastating for Tootie Lynn.
And that right knee actually buckled for Ashley. And that slight delay cost her. Hit the buckles, nobody home. But can Tootie fight back? Back elbow connects.
Tootie Lynn, we talk about the importance of family. Says her mom is her best friend and #1 supporter.
Well, that's what I was about to say earlier. And that the difference between these two women is Tootie wants to make all of her friends and family proud of her. And Ashley's just proud of herself at all times.
Oh,
there's a crossbody.
Takes her down the cover from Tootie Lynn.
Oh.
You could see the way D'Amboise squirming her way out, her entire body fighting that cover.
And barely got the shoulder up in time. And now perhaps feeling some discomfort in that left arm, grabbing at that shoulder as Tootie Lynn controls the wrist.
Ooh. Thudding blows.
Oh, man. Oh!
Flurry of kicks from the little blue dragon. So much damage done to that shoulder. Oh, that could have been night for D'Amboise.
Right there, cover!
Bon nuit, no! Once more, a cover from Tootie Lynn.
Count of deux.
Oh, nice. See, you know some French.
I get by.
Oh, wow, look, up on the shoulders. Is that it for Tootie Lynn? No. More elbows to the jaw of D'Amboise.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Le Grand Bas! Is that it for Tootie Lynn? That's it! Ashley D'Amboise, an incredible end to that matchup with Le Grand Bas. But Tootie Lynn, gosh, just showed so much soul, so much determination. Not enough to take the win here at WWA tonight.
Certainly look to see more of both these women down the line, but what we're going to see more later on tonight, the main event, Queen Aminata against Queen Bee. There can only be one.
There can only be one queen. We're going to see how it all shakes out tonight. Certainly royalty. There's no arguing about that as Queen Aminata makes her way here to the ring here at Women's Wrestling Army.
This match is overall undefeated title, and this is determined who gets to keep the queen here in Women's Wrestling Army. Introducing first, she's competing at Guinea, West Africa, Queen Aminata.
In all her regalness, Her Highness, Queen Aminata.
But who knows if she'll be Her Highness for much longer here at Women's Wrestling
Could you
Army.
imagine walking around like that if your name wasn't Queen?
I mean,
People would stare.
You're absolutely right. You know, wherever Queen Aminata goes, she demands the attention. But certainly has a task ahead of her with Queen Bee in this main event matchup.
Queen Bee!
You know, Lenny, Queen Bee may not wear a physical crown on her head, but she carries herself with such poise. And again, someone who commands attention. Someone who knows what she's capable of and shows it and shows out each and every single time. We've seen it here at Women's Wrestling Army, and we'll continue to see it here in this main event.
But also someone coming into it, maybe not at 100%. Tore something in her knee several months back, returning after being out for 4 months, had a tough start to the year. Moved from Iowa over to Baltimore, now trying to make her way on the East Coast in a much different independent wrestling environment than she came from. So it'll be interesting to see here as two very different athletes battle over who will remain the queen. As a worker bee myself, I'm very interested in the outcome of this.
You're absolutely right about that, but
You didn't have to agree so quickly.
well, I mean, no, you're right about the fact that they're battling for the queendom. Come on, Lenny. But you know, it's almost in a way, you know, we talk about the importance of championship matches and high stakes, but this is a reputation thing. This is about the name that you hold and how you carry yourself here at Women's Wrestling Army. This is your moniker, your title, your royalty.
And we saw Queen Bee in a YouTube exclusive match against Christina Marie a while back, and looked pretty good in that one, and big step up in competition.
Queen Aminata was absolutely devastating against Gabby Ortiz. Both have had very strong showings here at Women's Wrestling Army.
Queen Aminata wanted me to remind you that she is juicy.
Of course. Were you able to gather the meaning of that?
No, but I think she was worried you forgot. And she wanted you specifically to be reminded that Her Highness is juicy.
I could absolutely never forget. Because the juicy of Queen Aminata is a dangerous weapon.
Her juiciness runneth over.
It's profound. Almost as profound as this back and forth action that we are seeing. Both of these competitors.
Switched into the side headlock, and you know, we kind of make light and we're joking about, you know, the juiciness, and it's taking nothing away from Aminata as a competitor inside the ring. And plus, just her intellect outside of the ring. As a woman with a master's degree in international law, played soccer and ran track and field in high school, speaks 4 languages. This is a Renaissance woman in every sense of the word.
This is the African woman wrestler. This is a title that she holds with so much pride, and it is a very confident woman, along with all the accolades and the juicy that we talk about here.
That was the juicy right there.
That was the juicy, but swept up
See,
by
like
V.
I don't think I can describe juicy, but I know it when I see it.
It's like art, but now too close to the ropes. Queen Aminata.
Oh,
The devastating thud straight to the chest from Queen Bee.
And that's Queen Bee. Queen Bee doesn't do anything fancy, but is violent and vicious and hard-hitting, and coming with a head of steam into the corner.
Yeah, Queen Bee winding up has some incredibly thick offense. This is fitness meets agility in Queen Bee.
And went for that cannonball in the corner. And Aminata, as you see, motioning to her brain, one step ahead of Queen Bee.
Trying for the hive mind, but again, so wise of Queen Aminata to have it scouted. Ooh, and just coming down hard on Queen Bee. Now Aminata bringing her opponent back to her feet. Snapmare takes Queen Bee back down to the mat.
Oh man.
Trying to kick a hole through the spine of Queen Bee. Queen Bee with some open palm strikes of her own, swiping at Queen Aminata. Jeez!
Sorry about your face.
Aminata, absolutely lethal.
And there's that mean streak, too, that we've seen in Aminata as well.
Now Aminata, cover.
Oh,
not quite.
An aggressive kick out at 1 by Queen Bee.
But now trying to cut off the air supply of her competitor. We talk about, the mean streak of Queen Aminata, but, she may be the kind of ruler that rules with an iron fist.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
Now scissoring
there is
her.
no dissension in her queendom.
Now trying to scissor her legs around the body of Queen Bee. Aminata instead capturing the arms. So much damage, and now still clobbering between the shoulder blades of Queen Bee. Queen Bee now forcing the shoulders down, forcing the break.
It's a nice escape right there by Queen Bee, but Aminata in control here.
Aminata.
Oh, God.
Deafening thud with the... Oh.
Apparently, Aminata speaks 5 languages.
Oh, but Brooke V with a little body language of her own as she is laying into the Queen Aminata.
Oh!
And again,
Face
the keen
first.
intellect. Able to dodge and send Queen Bee face first into that turnbuckle. Queen Bee is reeling.
Well, you know what? It may be for the best right there that Queen Bee was reeling momentarily, because Aminata had a look on her face that there was more in store for Queen Bee should she have come out of the corner, and she didn't. And Aminata had to change up what was coming next.
But Aminata quick to shift gears and reassess as Brooke V with a suplex. And Queen Bee with the cover, hooking the leg, but Aminata winding her way out.
Queen Bee's in trouble here. Oh my God! Aminata's throwing bombs. And a cover.
Queen Bee took the brunt of those strikes from Aminata. Now the
Well, insult to injury in the
yeah,
corner.
primed up, looking for that juicy maneuver.
Bee now trying to fight back. Throwing those heavy feet in the corner.
High kicks, the agility on
There you go.
display.
Little payback.
Payback's a bee, a queen bee, if you will.
Heyo.
But now Aminata, again, just almost trying to punch through Queen Bee.
Oh, 2 handfuls of hair. And just like that, momentum stopped. And Queen Aminata apparently having no time for peasants like referees. She gets another near fall. And by the way, they look of frustration on her face, Alyssa.
Yeah, I think I just heard her ask, really? Like, are you still kicking out? You hear the crowd here in Chicago getting behind Queen Bee. Can it give her enough energy to find her way out of this predicament?
Trying to fight, trying to force Aminata to relinquish the hold. Instead, shoulders down and another kick out at 1.
But a great sense of her awareness, a great sense of danger, knowing she needed to fling Aminata's body off her, and then it's a Giri for her troubles.
Double leg into the cover. Legs are hooked, shoulders down. Only 2. We are back and forth.
Queen Bee, hands in her hair, racking her brain. What does she have to do?
Heck of a fight here in our main event to determine the one and only queen in women's wrestling army. There can only be one after tonight.
Now Aminata winds her way over, and the shoulders of Queen Bee are down.
Oh, shoulders are down.
Back and forth.
Back and forth they go.
Who will it be? Who will reign the queen?
Leverage and positioning, back and forth. A series of near falls. Neither woman able to get the 3.
Toying with momentum and the laws of physics here in our main event at Women's Wrestling Army.
Aminata poised to strike here again.
Oh! Brutal boot to the face of Queen Bee.
I would have to say I am a bit surprised. I did not expect Aminata to have such a decided edge when it came to striking in this matchup, but she has, and it has paid off in a big way here.
Now, nothing but juicy in the corner and a boot to the face.
Coming right into your living room.
Queen Aminata hooking the leg for the cover of the...
And what can you say about the heart of Queen Bee here, though? Continuing to kick out at 2.
Such resilience on display from Queen Bee. Someone who has come back from the brink of injury. Someone who wears that name with such pride and isn't ready to give it up here at Women's Wrestling Army. Oof. Ask and you shall receive. Queen Aminata asking if that's all she's got. Response from Queen Bee.
Aminata wants a timeout.
Oh! Straight to the jaw connection.
But Bee firing back.
Both of these competitors throwing everything at one another. Open palm strikes, leaving welts on the chest.
Oh, blocks the lariat. Oh, headbutt! Queen Bee got rocked.
And Aminata coming off the ropes. Caught by Bee.
With that clothesline.
And another for good measure, but isn't enough.
Aminata's on wobbly legs. Grabs the waistlock.
Queen Bee with a back elbow to Aminata. Aminata, the crossbody, is caught by Queen Bee. The fallaway slam.
Aminata reeling here. And the fans continue to get behind Queen Bee. in what has been a heck of a fight here in our main event.
Look at the focus. Look at the determination on the face of Queen Bee. Eyes set. Looking for that hive mind. Oh! Cannonball in the corner.
Crushing Aminata isn't enough. Cover.
A 1 count, only too close to the ropes. Aminata able to break the hold.
This comes down to ring awareness right there. One of them had it and one of them didn't. Aminata knew where she was, grabbed the rope. Queen Bee didn't realize she didn't get Aminata far enough out of the corner, and it may have just cost Queen Bee here.
Queen Bee now crawling, following behind her opponent. Getting to her feet. Bringing Aminata, steadying Queen Aminata for an open palm strike, but Aminata returns fire. Back and forth, this unrelenting strike, heavy offense. Aminata, relentless, looking for the pound, the spear.
Took a chance and it did not pay off. Aminata though connected.
Queen Bee was looking for the bee sting. But now Aminata, the juicy lock is in. Is that it? Is Queen Bee gonna tap out? We saw this is how things ended for Gabby Ortiz, and that's how it ends for Queen Bee.
The winner of this match, coming over to retain Queen, here in the women's wrestling arena, Queen Aminata.
Hell of a fight brought to Queen Aminata, but that is how it ends. Queen Aminata, and long may she reign.
Nothing for, well, I don't even know what to call Queen Bee anymore. I guess it's to be determined, but nothing for that woman to hang her head about here tonight. A hell of a fight. She pushed Aminata to the limit, but Her Highness, Queen Aminata, reigns supreme here in our main event. Wow. And what a main event we got next week. It's Holiday defending the Mission Pro Championship against Jordan Blade.
Another incredible matchup, another main event headed your way. Queen Aminata reigns victorious at Women's Wrestling Army. And for Lenny Leonard, I'm Alyssa Marino, and we will see you next week.
You got just 20 seconds of my time. And I told you before flying here, I told Maria, I told Women Wrestling Army, there's only one queen here. And what you just saw in there, that's just the beginning. You wanna try me? You know where to find me.